Alright, I'm at 305 McGibboney Place in Covington. Taking a look at this home. Sits here in a rural neighborhood. As I came in, there were several foreclosures, and my only concern is some of the neighbors, like the one next door, have a lot of stuff in the backyard. Neighbor across the street has some chairs sitting out in the front yard that are kitchen table chairs, not lawn chairs. But many of the homes are well cared for. Everything looks like the houses are in good condition, just um, definitely a rental clientele, uh, given by the way they choose to take care of the yards and the things you see sitting in the yards and the backyards. And so we're missing the gate to the fence, have a little bit of siding damage, have a hole there and a larger hole right there. The backyard is fenced, but the neighbor's not as bad as it first looked. As we look around the back, the screen door needs to be repaired. A couple of the elbows on the downspouts are missing. Roof looks like it's in really good condition, so no complaints or concerns there. Yard is level, all the windows intact. The AC unit is here. That's a very good sign. Someone at some point did spend a lot of time on the landscaping and would certainly photograph very nicely once we get this done, but it does need a little bit of cleanup. As we go to head in, there's a little bit of wood rot around the garage door and on the base of some of the pillars, but those would be small repairs. As we head in, a lot of the house looks like it will not need to be painted, um, and in the light it may be hard to see, but we've got several broken outlet covers, a lot of nail holes and the like. We do have a little bit of drywall damage, but the fireplace looks very good. We've got some border we'd want to remove from the kitchen. The linoleum is possibly going to be able to be spared. I would probably err on the side of going ahead to replace it. A lot of high traffic areas are kind of pitted, um, show a little bit of wear. Um, Looks like we have some little scuffs and things that will not likely come up. And we have a large tear here underneath the where the refrigerator would be. But may be able to save this. Love the layout of the cabinets. Kitchen looks really good. Do need a dishwasher and a refrigerator. No problems with the countertops. They do need to be recocked, cleaned and recocked. Um, Probably do need to go ahead and replace the stove. It's a much older stove and is already missing one of the knobs. Um, Probably would have a hard time finding that knob. Back door looks good. We do have a little bit of water spillage from the washing machine where it looks like it was not put in there properly. Um, the washing machine, the installation of the lines and everything looks just fine. They cut out to get access to the piping at some point over here. We'd need to patch that. In the garage, going to be very difficult to see. There is no garage door opener. Would likely want to put one of those in. Walls look like they're in good shape, intact. No complaints or problems with that. Looking in a little storage area, we have the shelving built in, have our hot water heater. Um, there are two fans in the garage. Both have broken globes and no lights in them. So those will need a little bit of attention, but that would really be negligible. There's a piece of trim missing here from the exterior door. And you can see here just a real good example of the scuff marks on the paint. So we may need to paint the whole house. A lot of writing on the interior door. That would be covered with paint. A lavender room with a lot of scuff marks and things on the walls. A couple of switch plates that need to be covered. A very poor job bringing the cable in. The carpet itself throughout needs to be replaced. It's a very cheap Berber carpet that is buckling and has a number of stains, be it blue, black, red, and a few pulls here and there. In the bathroom, everything looks intact. A little touch-up paint is probably all that we would need if we can match this color. Doesn't look like there's any major issues in there. Little ding behind the door, but again, nothing big. Just need to put the door stopper on there. Second bedroom, cracked plates, poor job bringing the cable box in, brackets, a little drywall repair that would need to be done here. And very dirty baseboards, so we want to get those painted. So the more we look, the more likely a full paint looks like it needs. Everything's intact in the closet. The master bedroom looks just fine. Fairly decent closet. And then our bathroom with our double vanity. No issues with the cabinets. Definitely need to paint in here. And just from a preservation standpoint, it might not be a bad idea to tile these surrounds so that you don't wind up with all this. This will have to be repainted every single time if we don't put a more permanent surface there. The shower just needs to be cleaned. It's pretty disgusting. And then of course the paint. The purple is not the ideal. May even want to put a shower door in here because it looks like they've had water issues with using the shower curtain. And so again, just wanting to preserve the space for the long run. And that's going to complete the tour. I mean, it's a pretty bread and butter floor plan. The general area is a good area, but neighborhood definitely has a rental flavor to it, not a homeowner flavor to it. I will pull comps and put together the total estimate for repairs. And just my favorite thing about this, big fenced in backyard and the layout in the kitchen, nice and open.